Hey guys, it's Spitchlizer here and welcome to episode 5 of my Orlando City series, Building a Dynasty. This is the end of regular season review, plus a live comm against Chicago, which is the last game of the season. A very important game as well. Let me just jump into the competitions first of all. As you can see, the Eastern Conference, we currently sit in 5th place, which is one of the 2 wildcard playoff spots. But Chicago are behind us by 3 points, and we have 2 goal difference over them as well. So we're on -3, they're on -5. So a 2-0 victory for them today could potentially put them above us. Obviously anything more and they will definitely go above us. So yeah, we've either got to win, draw, or not lose by 2 goals. So yeah, it's going to be interesting to say the least. It's going to be a very exciting game. We haven't actually beaten Chicago before, so yeah, that's a little bit worrying. Seattle were crowned the MLS Supporters Shield champions, which basically means they were, the regular season champions throughout the whole league. They garnered the most points, the most wins, and yeah, they are top. Then you got DC United, who are in our conference. They came in 1st place, 2nd overall, and then you have Sporting Kansas City, LA, who are in the Western Conference, and then you got New York, who came 2nd in our conference. We, however, are disappointingly mid-table, 13th place. As you can see, there are quite a few teams locked on 44 points. That's what, 5 teams locked on 44? And then you got Chicago, who are just behind. And yeah, Toronto also secured the final playoff spot to leave New England, ourselves, and Chicago fighting it out for the wild card. The US Open Cup was won by the Los Angeles Galaxy. Obviously, we were knocked out in the first round we participated in, and that was quite disappointing, but I guess we shouldn't have expected too much from a new franchise. Okay, let's get into the fixtures, first of all, before we get into this all-important game. The first game, or the last game we played was against New York City, which was that really disappointing 1-0 loss, coming right at the death during the injury crisis. We followed that up with a 3-1 away loss to DC United, who were our division or conference champions. Espindola got himself a hat-trick, and Sapong got on the score sheet for us, but they just outplayed us. We then managed to beat New York Red Bulls 2-1 away from home. As you can see, Sapong scored in the 91st minute. Zat Knight got sent off for us as well, and Bradley Wright Phillips had equalled the game up before the full-time whistle, pretty much. The next game was against Houston, a 2-2 draw. As you can see, Eric Avila and CJ Sapong getting on the score sheet for us there. Lovejoy and Ogbu for Houston. We then managed another 1-1 draw, this time coming against Los Angeles. CJ Sapong opened the scoring, Alan Gordon got them 1 back, and it finished a draw. We then beat Real Salt Lake 4-1 away from home, very impressive result. Breck Shea scored an absolute wonder goal. I think it was this goal, it was like a half bicycle kick. I just want to show you, it was pretty incredible. I was quite surprised when I saw it. Hopefully it doesn't take too long, because I really would like to show you if it is the goal. I'm not sure if it is. It's taking a while. So we have Alston, Alexander, back to Alston, look back post, Breck Shea, bicycle kick, mate. Excellent. So yeah, there's that. And it's put me... oh shit. Okay. Rivas also on the score sheet with Apara and Avila in the 90th minute as well. The next game was against San Jose, a 3-0 victory at home at the Florida Citrus Bowl. Carlos Rivas with a hat-trick, very impressive there. They only had the 1 shot on target as well, which is quite impressive as that sort of feat as well. We then could only manage a 3-3 away draw at Yankee Stadium against New York City. Alexander opened the scoring for us, Laren got one 4 minutes later, and Rivas got one in the 83rd. Kelly again scored against us, as did David Villa. And Kiri Shelton, the Jamaican international, got a goal in the 90th minute to equalise the points and the scoreline. The next game was another game against RSL, Real Salt Lake. We managed to win that game 1-0 at home. Chris Tierney in the 92nd minute after we had endured 4 injuries. As you can see here, Alexander got injured, Avila got injured, Rosales got injured, and Kaká got injured. After we had already had, quite a few players out injured. Anyway, I was playing Kaká as a striker in that game because we actually had no fit strikers or left wingers because Brett Shea picked up an injury as well in the previous game. And the final game I have played before starting this live com was a 1-1 draw against Portland Timbers. Rodney Wallace opened the scoring and Rafael Ramos, playing as a right winger, the young Portuguese right back, managed to pick up his first goal of the season, first goal for the club, and gave us a point there. So that does put us into today's pretty much do or die game if you want to continue past the end of the regular season. Let's get into it. We'll show you the lineup first of all. As I mentioned, we have had quite a few injuries throughout the whole season pretty much. I mean, if you look at that, Kaká, Shea, Sapong, Chacon, Alexander, Avila, and Shaori Joseph. I mean, that is just ridiculous. Like, with a small squad size as it is with the, salary cap and all that type of stuff, to have that many injuries, especially to first team players. First team, pretty much first team, and a backup. It was really hard. It really was. And I mean, being the first season in the MLS as well, it's quite ridiculous. Anyway, Tally Hall in goals. We're going to play Ramos at right back today. Of course, he started the previous game as a right winger. We've got Zat Knight and Apara, who, have pretty much played nearly every game this season, despite when Zat Knight got sent off in that game a little bit earlier. Alston's come up really good in this, second half of the season, pretty much from that New York City live com in the previous episode. He will be playing left back today, though. I've moved Tierney, the normal left back, into the midfield as our deep line playmaker defend. He managed to score that 92nd minute goal to give us the win against Real Salt Lake. In this same position after we had, succumbed to all those injuries. Akugo will be the roaming playmaker. We've got Saavedra, the defensive midfielder, as our advanced playmaker support today. We've got Rosales on the right wing, Rivas, the striker, on the left wing, and Laren up front, who is the young Canadian striker. The bench today, we only have 5 on the bench. Donovan Ricketts, Colin, Spiedelberg, Redding, and Bobby Burling. So let's do this. Massive game to put us into the wildcard playoff spot. And we are at home, so hopefully that can, warrant us success today. Orlando City keyman, Apara. We've only conceded 26 goals in the 26 games he's played in, so that's massive. 1 goal a game. Alright, so I'm going to say that this is a big match for us and even bigger for supporters. I've never actually seen that option. That's quite incredible. Alright, come on boys. Really under the pump. And the two kits are pretty conflicting, I have to say, the blue and the purple there. Alright, 15 minutes in. And Tierney's picked up a yellow card already. And Saavedra has picked up an injury already, but we can't really do anything, so he's going to have to keep playing. This is the type of shit that I'm talking about. It has just happened so constant throughout the whole season. Oh, brilliant tackle by Tierney there. But it is 1-0. Akam has scored the goal. The opening goal. That's really worrying. I'm quite nervous now. We just don't have any of our, quality attacking players out there. Apart from Rivas maybe, and he hasn't even, been that outstanding this season. I'm really worried. Where are the goals going to come from? And Ramos is playing a 6.1, so we're going to take him off. That was a bit of a worrying decision. Um, what do we do? I think we'll go Spiedelberg. Probably should have done this in the first place. Or bring Spiedelberg on. I want to get into my team talk. And I'm just going to tell them that they're unlucky so far. And we'll get back to the pitch view. And Rivas has now picked up a knock. This is what I'm talking about. It is so bad. The constant injury picking up that these players can just... It's like they can't abstain from picking up a knock. It's just... Oh. Never found it this hard to play Football Manager before. Just not being able to choose the squad that I want. You know, usually you get maybe 2, maybe 3 injuries, you know, throughout a sustained period throughout a season. But this has been like 7 or 8 throughout the whole season. I've just had injured players. It's just made it so difficult. And I think Kaká's injury prone. But their player is about to get sent off here. Laurent Towitz. Yes, he has. He's been sent off. 2 yellow cards. And the player has been sent off the field. So we're 1-0 down. If we can get the draw, we'll go into the wildcards. Come on, boys. Do something, please. Another player's picked up a yellow there. Looks like we won't get any more highlights though. 45 seconds left. Rivas. Oh, smashes it in, but he was never really going to score from there. 30 seconds left. Their keeper pumps it along. Rosales. To Larin. Shoot. Oh, god damn it. And it pretty much looks like it's going to be full time here. 93 minutes are up. There we go. 1-0 loss to Chicago. Oh, let's see if we go through, eh? That's devastating. Oh, come on. 4 shots, 2 on target. 24 shots, 9 on target. 61% possession. 61%. And they have... Oh my god. We've been knocked down. We miss out on the wildcard playoff spots. Completely level. Chicago go ahead. Oh, I'm absolutely devastated about that. So Vidra's picked up man of the match despite being on the losing team, playing out of position, and picking up a knock. Oh, that's horrible. Oh, that's bad. So yeah, guys, that's it for the first season, I suppose. Really just lost for words right now. Pretty much thought I was going to be in that wildcard spot. And yeah, it's not to be. I'll see you in the next episode, guys, which will be second season, pre-season, or it perhaps might be the draft. I think I'll probably do an episode on its own for the draft, so that might be what you see next. Anyways, guys, hope you've enjoyed this season for Orlando City, and I'll see you in the next episode. Goodbye.